in the master's hand. You have to be willing to do that. A dream is a better future and a need of an architect who will show you how to make it a reality. That's one of the things I love. Right now, I have someone drawing something for me, and I'll reveal it in a few weeks. I have somebody drawing something for me that has become a motivating factor for me to help me get to my next dimension. When I get to a certain place, watch this here, and I believe some of you will agree with me. When you get to a certain place where you think you mastered it, now you become complacent. That's how some of you are in your friendships. That's how you are in your ministry. You've gotten complacent. Oh, I know how to do this. We got this down like clockwork. Can I tell you something? The year 2018, you have to hit the reset button, and you cannot operate in a last year's mentality into a new place. Amen. You got to be willing to want to go beyond that and make sure that you're handling it. My dad said something to me a couple of weeks ago, and it stuck with me. He said, son, if you are an architect, you can't start building a project until you have finished it. I said, wait a minute. I said, say that again. He said, if you're an architect, you can't start building a project until you finished it. And what he was saying to me is that if you're going to lead the team, you got to first put it on paper before you can raise it up from the ground. And man, I'm telling you, if you don't, your team will never be able to fulfill vision. And hear me, as a mentor, as a person that deals with leadership, I'm always thinking about how to communicate vision to other people. In our vision casting, we're having an amazing time. I mean, these people are really loving it. One of the overseers, Tracy Raper, she gave me a good idea. She said, we need to get some t-shirts saying 2018 Vision Caster. And man, I'm telling you, look, she took something that I said and wanted to build upon what it is that I'm doing. Are y'all listening to me? You need people on your team that know how to take something that you put before them and can expand and be creative in what you're doing. Not just sitting back watching, not just sitting back pointing fingers, not just sitting back critiquing what everybody's doing. You either going to lean into what somebody's doing or don't be on their team. Amen. See, you can tell just as good when people are really rocking with you. If they're rocking with you, they will share everything that you're doing with the whole world. Hear me. If they're sharing somebody else's stuff and not sharing yours, and that means that they have no connectivity to you. And hear me, as a leader, you don't get mad. You release them. You allow them to go into their future, and there shall be, and that's it. And that entity of being a covering or a leader, that's not. You just be their brother. In 2018, I made this vow, and I've been doing it every year. What do you mean? I'm only giving people the dimension that they want of me. So if I'm just your friend, I'm going to be your friend. Don't come ask me about leadership. I'm going to say, go to your leader. And some people don't like that I have that mentality, but that's just the truth of the matter. I don't want to cross-pollinate when you're getting fed from another leader. That's just me. Amen. Amen. If I'm your mentor, that's all I'm going to give you. And hear me, I want to be on the same page with your covering or your leader to make sure that I'm not going against anything that they say. So hear me, if I'm not your covering and I'm just your homeboy, then I'm just your homeboy. You have to know the priorities. You got to know how to steer the ship. You have to know how to make that happen and make it work to your advantage. One of the greatest gifts that I have is this. You can't be all things since sliced bread in front of people and behind your back, they're discrediting you. You got to be very careful with that. You got to be very, very careful with that, especially in leadership, because when you're in leadership, you have to seize the moment. You have to be able to say, look here, I want to seize everything that I have, everything that I'm doing. I want to see my vision clearly. So here's the question. Let me go back to it. I got to get you off of here. Can you answer yes to the clarity question? You have to be willing to say, I want to see exactly what it is that God has for me. I want to have ownership, but I got to have clarity. And hear me, when God gives you something, you want to walk into that door the right way, the correct way, and the integral way, and do what God has called for you to do. This is my time, y'all. It's 9 o'clock. I pray that you all had an amazing time, and I thank God that you all are walking into your destiny of your shall be. Do me a favor tonight, one of my great angels, she's having a show tonight. I want you to connect with her. I'm going to give you her name. Amen. Her name is Tyra, Tyra, Tate. She's going to have her show on tonight about 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I want you all to join me tonight. I'm going to be one of the guests on there. The woman of God has given me clear direction. I'm going to be talking about living. 2018, I'm going to be dealing with the word living, and I'm going to deal with your life, living it with no limits. Intentional living, living the life of significance. That's what I'm going to talk about tonight. I want you to connect with the woman of God. I don't know if you can follow her. She's on here now. I pray she can give you the information on how to go on there and all that good stuff. But tonight we're going to be amazing. She's an awesome kickboxer. Amen. I'm telling you right now, I am not going to catch a hook. Amen. I'm going to be obedient to what God has called for me to do. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tonight if you can join me. Tomorrow is vision casting, and we're going to have an amazing time. I love all of you all. Yes, that is it is Tymara Tate. All right. I love y'all. I gotta go. That's my time. Have an amazing day. Okay. Go with God, and knowing God as I do, He will surely go with you. Be blessed.